right. Welcome, everybody. Welcome to today. I love today. You know why?
It's the best day ever.
Yes, today is the best day ever. And I know it's the best day ever because I declared that it's the best day ever. And no matter how I'm feeling in the universe, if I put something out into the universe, then it comes back to me. Sometimes even when I don't feel it. But when I start to feel it, it starts attracting to me more and more. That's how what they call the law of attraction, that's how the law of attraction works. So whatever you put out into the universe, if you put out negative thoughts, complaints, unhappy experiences, you talk about them, you gossip about them, then you continue to manifest that kind of experience in your life. And if you put out that today is the best day ever, or you put out that I choose to have a life of love and prosperity and peace, then you begin to attract that in your life. And the beautiful thing is that they call it trained thoughts. Trained thoughts are more powerful than untrained thoughts. So if you were thinking all day long, life sucks, life sucks, life sucks. I'm at church. Today's the best day ever. Life sucks, life sucks, life sucks. You will continue to... I'm not pointing any fingers, no. Then you will continue to manifest life sucks. But even with that one day of choosing to believe and choosing to make a positive thought, that positive thought is hundreds of times more powerful than all those negative thoughts. Yeah. So it's actually easy to overcome because the more you start putting this out there, the more that weight starts to shift into experiencing the life of your dreams. I have a question for you. Who here wants to be happy? Raise your hand. All right. Okay. Who here wants to be prosperous? Raise your hand. All right, good. Well, today's talk is about both. I'm going to be talking about how to be happy and how to be prosperous. It's very easy. I am giving you secrets of the universe today. Secrets that people pay thousands of dollars for. And here I am giving it away to you for free because I love you. And I love this. I'm reading a book called Even Mystics Have Bills to Pay. I'll be talking about it all this week. It's an amazing book, but a lot of the things that I'm getting are from this book, and they're things that I've actually practiced in my own daily life. One of the secrets to life, the secrets to being happy and living a happy life is gratitude. Gratitude. It is so simple. Gratitude. It's free. And all you have to do is go around and think about the things in your day that you're grateful for. Gina and I have created a gratitude habit, a gratitude tradition, where we like to go on a walk with each other after work. And we do 5 prosperity gratitudes and 5 regular gratitudes. And the 5 prosperity gratitudes are grateful for things that have come into our lives that we weren't expecting or I wasn't expecting. And the gratitudes are just about anything. And it's very easy to find things to be grateful for. For instance, I'm grateful that I'm breathing right now. I'm grateful that I have a car. I'm grateful that my body is working and I can get up and go someplace because so many other people can't do that right now. I'm grateful that I live in America in a place where there's amazing abundance and opportunity. And as a woman, that I can be free and independent. There's so many things to be grateful for. And the more you focus on your gratitude, the more you start attracting into your life things to be grateful for. I do this thing, I talked about it last week, the Unexpected Income Club. And who took me on and wanted to do the Unexpected Income Club? Did anybody? Pat did. Pat took me on, and she participated in the Unexpected Income Club. I have, and this is a tool not only for happiness, but for prosperity, all right? I took my notebook, and I wrote down all of the things that I got that were unexpected this week. And these are things I'm expecting to get my paycheck, right? I'm expecting to get money from my paycheck. So it's not my job that I'm expecting to get money from. Or if I loaned somebody money and they paid me back, I was expecting to get that back. These are things that I had no idea that were going to come to me. As an example, my mom bought me the flowers last week. Well, she bought them for herself, but she gave them to me, so that was $65. I got a 40% coupon off at for a Joann's one item, so I got $9 off of something. I got an $8 coupon at Fresh and Easy if I spent over $45, which I did. I got a free dinner from my parents. My grandma, who passed away several months ago, I just inherited some jewelry from her, which I'm wearing. It's beautiful. And I have a friend who gave me probably about $600 worth of clothes. I got a raffle ticket from my wife, that was $10, and I got a free lunch at work. All of this adds up to about $810 worth of unexpected income. And so today, I will be tithing $81 of unexpected income for the Unexpected Income Club. That represents $810 worth of unexpected income. Who will take me on this week and track unexpected income? You will? You will? Okay, what I'm going to invite you to do, as you track the unexpected income, you're going to tithe back 10% of the unexpected income. If you go to the grocery store and it's buy one, get one free on some item that's $3, you're going to tithe 30 cents. It doesn't matter the amount of money. It just matters that you start creating a consciousness of prosperity in your life and recognize that it's not your job that's your source, that truly the infinite presence of God is your source. And as you continue to do this doesn't just work for prosperity. This works for love. This works for health. This works for happiness. If you can create that awareness that things are coming to you all around you into your life that you're not even aware of, then you start recognizing the truth of your being. And the truth of each and every one of us is that we are divine beings, that God created us so that we could fully express ourselves. And as we express ourselves, our truth, and I'm going to say truth with a big T, the truth with a big T is when you are in alignment with your divine truth, you're creative, you're prosperous, you're joy-filled, you're happy, and that means that you can really step out into the world and be a glowing contributor to society, to the planet. And each and every person has this ability. Each and every person is like a mustard seed, right? If you're the little tiny, tiny seeds and they grow this enormous tree, each and every person has that seed of possibility within them to be a magnificent, splendiferous, amazing, fantastic individual. And that means that even the person that harmed you, or even if you harmed somebody else, that's not the truth of your being. The truth of your being is that you're a being of love, of light, and of prosperity. I watched this TED Talk, and the TED Talk was talking about how... Actually, I'm going to look at it here, right here. Hold on. Oh, yes. Here we go. He talked about paraplegics and lottery winners. Who do you think is going to be happiest after a year? Paraplegic, lottery winner? Paraplegic. That's a very interesting idea. Actually, both the paraplegic and the lottery winner are the same amount of happiness after a year, after something happened that caused them to be a paraplegic, and the lottery winner. They're exactly the same bit of happy. So there was this huge study done on a whole bunch of lottery winners and a whole bunch of people who became paraplegic. And the truth of the matter is, after some amazing event, a year later, we are the same person. We are the same person. So there may be some traumatic thing or some fantastic thing, but at the end of it, we're still the same person. And so that means that we're invited to look at what it is that makes us truly happy. A lot of people want to win the lottery because they think that's what's going to make me happy. Evelyn Adams, who won the $5.4 million lottery in New Jersey, she won it not just once, but twice in 1985, and then again in 1986. Yes, 3 times won $5.4 million. She gambled it and is broke today. In 1993, a Missouri lottery winner, Janet Lee, won $18 million, and amazing, ended up filing bankruptcy a few years later. Billy Bob Harold Jr. hit the $37 million Texas jackpot in 1997, only to end his life 2 years later because he was not happy. He thought it would solve his problems with his wife, and it didn't. So what does that mean? What does that mean? We're always looking to money. We're looking to money to be happy. But the truth is, prosperity happens not from outside, but it happens from within. And when you start being prosperity and you start acting prosperous, prosperity starts attracting itself to you. I saw another TED Talk, and this one, he claimed that money can buy you happiness. I know that's just completely opposite of what I just said, right? However, his invitation was that it may be how we are spending our money that causes us to be happy. He did this study, and in the study, he got graduate students, and they gave the graduate students money, and they said, here, take this money, and half of them, spend it on yourself, and the other half, spend it on somebody else. And so half of those people went, they bought things for themselves, they were very happy. The other half surprisingly paid for tolls and coffee and bought gifts for relatives, and then they all came back together and they rated their happiness. And the people who had purchased things for somebody else had rated their happiness levels significantly higher than the people who hadn't. Another study was done, and oh, by the way, he did this not just for his graduate students, he did it in Canada, the United States, and in Uganda. And around the world, amazingly enough, when somebody spent their money on somebody else, they were more happy. He did another study where they took, it was actually a Gallup poll, and it took into account people who give to charity and their level of happiness. And the people who gave to charity the most were the happiest people. And so your giving away is directly related to your happiness. As a matter of fact, and even mystics have bills to pay, he suggests that prosperity is indicated by giving things away. Your prosperity, you being a prosperous person, is indicated by how much you give away. And so he thought that he proposed that the more you give of yourself, now this could be time, talent, prayers, energy, the more you give of yourself, money, any of that, the happier you are. So let's say you're in a place of unhappiness right now. Maybe it could be related to giving yourself away. So try to give something away of yourself. Give service to a homeless shelter here at the center. Give money away. Help somebody out. And find out how giving of yourself creates more happiness in your life. There's 4 levels of giving. The first rite of passage, everybody goes through these, by the way, there's no judgment. This is kind of how people work in life. four rites of passage of giving. The first step is that we do not give. And that's fine. But people who are in that step oftentimes are living in fear and are very unhappy. They want to keep everything and not give anything away. And I talked about this last week. If you are breathing and you're breathing in and you never breathe out, you're not going to do very well and not be very happy, right? So part of our life, part of being happy is circulation. So breathing in, taking things in, receiving things, and then also giving things away. Receiving, giving things away. The second step is we give as little as possible through guilt, as a sense of duty without any joy. Maybe some of you were brought up in a church that made you give, and then you feel guilty about it. That's a lot of people's common experiences. Or the third thing is that we give to get, so there's a payoff. Like a farmer who plants a seed, then he's going to get a payoff. And the truth of the matter is, when you give, you are going to get a payoff. You are. But a lot of people will do that just to get the payoff. And if you're there, that's okay. I've been there. I do it sometimes still. Just because if I'm feeling lack in any area, I start giving in that area. And then I know I'm going to get a payoff. And I get a payoff through more joy, through happiness. And then the fourth step in the rite of passage of giving is giving because it's your nature. And if it is in your nature, try to do this. Put God first. Put God first before anything else. Try to give to the divine before you give to yourself. Prayers, meditation, service, or circulation, giving money to your spiritual community, try and put God first before anything else in your life. I mean, basically there's a story like this guy who was not a nun. He was, that's the opposite of nun. Thank you. He was a monk, and he went to his master, and he said, oh, I have all this stuff to do. I need to do this. I need to do this. I need to do this. And the monk that was his master was like, you know, if you're too busy for God, you're too busy. God never meant you to be that busy. So take time in your life to spend time with yourself, nurturing your own spirituality, nurturing your own connection with God. I have 3 keys to success. One is, what I'd like you to do is for 7 days, list all of your unexpected gifts. Say yes when somebody gives you something. If somebody offers to buy you dinner, then take it. And then sign up for the Unexpected Income Club. Come here or somewhere else, tithe 10% of whatever you received anywhere. I like it here, but if it's not here, that's fine. The second thing I'd like you to do is make a list of things you're grateful for. Find a friend or a buddy to make a pact with, where you have to list these things with each other. So it could be a family member, it could be your sister, your brother, your children. This is a great opportunity to do something with your children or your parents, and list the things that you're grateful for. And the third thing is uncreate the habit of hoarding. So instead of hoarding your things, start clearing out your closets. If you need a shift and a change in your life, start clearing things out of your life. Because things are just things. Things are only things, and oftentimes we surround ourselves with things, and we're too attached to what they are, how they are, and we create kind of a block before us. If you start clearing out your closet, you may find yourself being happier. You may find yourself having more money coming in. You may find yourself creating new relationships. So clean out a drawer, a closet, anything. Clean out your entire house and give things away. The last TED Talk that I was just talking about, where he talked about being happy, and giving money away. I want to do a social experiment with all of you. Would you be willing to participate in my social experiment? Yes? Are all of you willing? All right, Kate Frias, I need you up here. Kate, will you please give $5 to everybody? This is my own money, by the way. This is not the church's money. Thank you. I've already got it back. All right. $5, that's right. This is my social experiment. Because I'm so invested in your happiness and I'm so invested in your prosperity, I want you to find a way to give this money away within the next week. Give it away. I've given it away to you. I am really happy. And you're going to give this away to somebody else and feel how happy you are. It is free. You have nothing to do except to experience the joy and happiness of it. I know, and I look forward to hearing back. So post on Facebook, post on Meetup, post anywhere you can, and tell me what you did with your money and how it made you feel. And I will be incredibly happy. All right? So remember your 3 things this week that you're going to do. You're going to list all your unexpected income. You're going to make a list of things you're grateful for. And you're going to uncreate the habit of hoarding. And by doing these 3 things, I guarantee something in your life will shift. Something. You'll either bring new love to your life, you'll have some more unexpected income, or you will be deeply connected to your own spirituality. And this is my wish for you, because I am so committed to your happiness that I am willing to put myself out there and give my money away so that you can be happy. I love you. And so it is. Let's pray.